So, how did the Republican Party get in this position? The answer is simple. The rhetoric they have used for years is finally coming home. The polarization that they have caused in this country, where Republicans see Democrats as enemies, as people who are out to get them, rather than other Americans, that's why this is happening. When a political movement starts othering people, it doesn't stop. It doesn't end. It just continues. Once the Republican Party successfully othered the Democratic Party and made the Republican base think of them as enemies rather than as their neighbors, well, guess what happens? Well, you have to have an enemy. So you look within. So the far-right Republicans, they started casting any normal conservative as their opposition, as the enemy. And it divided the Republican Party. A divide that you see right now. You want to know who is to blame for this? It's the people who let Trump get that kind of hold on the Republican Party, because that's when it really took root. It existed before, don't get me wrong. Talk radio throughout the early 2000s, the Tea Party, all of this stuff. It helped move in that direction. But it was Trump that capitalized on it. Trump destroyed the Republican Party. Those who mimic him, those who use his rhetoric, those who continue to other Republicans, as well as more than half the population, they're just continuing that tradition. Make no mistake about it. You're next. Even if you're a Republican, you're not going to be extreme enough. It doesn't stop, ever. This is why this kind of rhetoric is so dangerous. It's why you had people warning about this in 2016 and before, saying this is where it was going to lead. And here you are. The reason the Republican Party is the way it is because Republicans were convinced to see Democrats as their mortal enemy rather than their neighbors. It's that simple. That's where it started. Why did those in power do that? Because they wanted to rule you by fear rather than represent you. They wanted to make you afraid. Those people, they're not like you. They're coming to get you. They wanted you scared. So you would do whatever they said. Basic civics would explain this, would explain what's happening right now. It's why they love the uneducated. The Republican Party pushed this. They scared you so they didn't have to represent you, which is their job. It's in their title. They're your representative. They're supposed to be representing your interests, not making somebody else's life worse. They're supposed to be making your life better. Are they doing that? I'm willing to bet that most people are going to say no. In fact, the most Republican of the Republicans, the purest Republicans, those who are above reproach, their answer, what they want, is to shut down the government and jeopardize the economic stability of millions of Americans. Why? Because they have to keep you scared. If you keep falling for it, they will never represent you. They will never make your life better because they don't need to. They just have to keep you scared of your neighbor. That's it. That's their game plan. And so far it's worked.